Hi everyone, my name is Natisha. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I wanted to come on here and do kind of a chit chat. Let's catch up because I haven't been on here in a while. But first I wanted to say Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a blessed exit from 2022 and an entry into 2023. Hope everybody was safe, made the right choices. I brought in the new year at church, as I've done for years. And that being said, I haven't been on here for a while, and I just kind of wanted to catch up, bring everybody up to speed of what I'm doing, kind of give you a little bit of how I'm going to proceed with things in 2023 in regards to my walk with Christ, in regards to my channel. So let's start off with, I was working on completing the entire Bible, and I was reading out of my Creative King James Bible, and it's a journaling Bible, and I chose this to read the entire Bible out of. And I started in January 2020, and I completed her in January 2023. Yay! I finally completed reading the entire Bible, and it took 3 years. So yeah, that's a bit of a journey, but nonetheless, I'm so excited that I have finally completed reading this lovely, wonderful, holy word. Yes. This is one of the reasons why I didn't upload any content, because I was concentrating really hard on finishing it. Like, I was really trying to finish this in December. I was trying to finish this before the new year, so I officially finished it on January the 15th, I believe. But I really was trying so hard to finish before January 1st. But nonetheless, I finished, and I'm very excited. But this is one of the reasons why I haven't uploaded content, because I was focused on finishing her. Sometimes I'll overestimate it, like how much I actually had left to read. And I'm thinking like, oh, I can finish this in 2 weeks. And yeah, 2 weeks went by and I was still reading. But I have completed reading her, and I actually started right back up the moment that I finished reading her. And I chose the She Reads Truth Bible to be my Bible this go around in regards to reading it entirely. And the goal, like I started with that one, is to finish in a year. I feel like the goal is more attainable this time for a couple of reasons. One being, I have a better consistency and flow with it. So like, I don't know, like I had a lot of unnecessary distractions with that one, and I don't know, I allowed myself too much time in between readings, where I'm working on some things this year, and starting around like November-ish, when I was reading the other Bible, I was making it a fact to open it up every day, read at least 3 to 5 pages in like a reading. And then towards December, I was reading more than that. I was reading like one day it's 10 pages, one day, or 10 chapters, I'm sorry. Another day it was probably more than that. So my goal, honestly, is to finish this in a year or less. I would love to finish it in less. I know I listened to a podcast one day. I think it was like She Reads Truth podcast, and they had a guest on there. I can't remember her name, but she said she reads the Bible in a year, every year, and she reads 10 chapters a day. So that ultimately is my goal. I started yesterday. And I only read 3 yesterday, and I only read so far 3 today. So I haven't got to that 10. But I also heard if you read 3, I think it's 3 chapters a day. 3 chapters a day. Also, I heard somebody say you can finish it in a year. But I'm going to go with the person that said that they read 10 a day because they've read the Bible multiple times completely. But also in my reading, I'm not following a plan. It did not work for me at all. That's just like my personal experience. It didn't work for me, but because I don't like to be closed in a box. So the goal essentially is to read 5 to 10 chapters a day and to split it up between, like, if I do 10, 5 in the morning, which I haven't gotten there yet, and 5 in the evening, or like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I want to kind of basically read the Bible in the morning, try to read it in the afternoon, and read it in the evening, because this is my spiritual food and I cannot go without it. The more you get in it, the more you need it. So I cannot go without it, and I really would like to feed myself spiritually 3 times a day. It's a lot, but you know what? It is what it is. So that's the goal. And then also, along with reading it, I think that I'm going to split up Psalms and not wait until I get to Psalms and then read Psalms all the way through, because that's what I did last with reading my last Bible. I read the Bible, but I also read Psalms a chapter a day along with it. So I will read, okay, example, 5 pages of Genesis in one day, but then I'll also read 1 Psalms. And then when I got done with Psalms, I moved to Proverbs. So it would be 1 Proverbs in a day. So I think I'm going to continue to do that, to split up Psalms and Proverbs, and not make that be, we'll see. We'll see. I'm still thinking about it. But that's how I'm going to move forward for 2023. This is my Bible of choice. It's already I can tell a difference in the read. The read is a little more easier, as in flow, but at the same time my brain is trained for KJV, so I'm kind of looking for the thus, these, thous, and all that word usage, and I gotta like retrain my brain for a Christian Standard version of the text. So we'll see. That is what I'm diving into for 2023. And what else I want to say about that? Is that about? Oh, I also did a little short video on devotions that I was going to do in November, and those devotions was 2 of them were from Daily Grace Company, and one was the prayer book, and the other one was the Lord's Prayer. So I was going to do these simultaneously, and I had picked out this book, Fervent. It's the book by Priscilla Shirer. So I wanted to read this in November. These are my November devotions. And to give an update, I did a week of this. This is 3-week study. I only did a week. I do like this, and I do like how it's not like, this is, what is it? I would say a theme study. So it's not like a book study, and it's not like in depth, but it kind of makes you think a little bit outside of the box, outside of the text that you're reading. So I did a week of this. I do like this study. I am pushing myself to complete it, but I did not complete it. I only did 1 week, so I got 2 more weeks of this left. This one I'm still very, very, very much excited to dive into, and I do think that these 2 complement each other, because that's more general and it's 3 weeks, and this is really, really thick, and it's more in depth in regards to prayer. I think it's maybe a 6-week study. 5-week study. But this one I did not touch at all. I did not touch at all. So moving forward, I'm going to do monthly devotionals because I have so many of these Daily Grace Company study guides, study books, study prompts. I need to get through them. I need to utilize them and get through them. So I am going to add both of these to my January devotional situation. And pray that I get through them and I complete them, because you don't buy them just for them to sit on the shelf. And in regards to this book, I started this book before and I didn't finish it, so I decided in November when I put this in my devotion that I was going to complete it. I did not complete it. I did not touch it in February, I did not touch it in December either. I did pick it up back up. I did pick it back up in January, and I read like a few pages. I started over because I had like dived into this before, but I didn't finish it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and start it over so it can be fresh. I read like maybe like 2 pages when I had to take my son to an urgent care, and that's all I got from that. And that was like last week in January. So this is still in the devotion to be used in January. And mind you, it's only 2 weeks left of January. So you know what? I'm not even going to make that promise for January. That's going to be January and February. We're gonna put that stuff in February too, because I already know it's 2 weeks left of this month, and I probably won't get to it. So like I mentioned that I was diving into reading the Bible, which kind of, kept me from putting content on the channel. Also, my sons are very active in school and active in sports, and I was also volunteering for football games to help at the concession stand. And now, basketball season is in the play, practices, games. I go to as many games as I can because life is short and you just gotta, participate and be there for your kids. So that is other things that has kept me from putting content on here, and also the holidays. So, and then I actually have this war binder that I had started and I'm still working on. So I added colors to her. She's got some sparkle color. She's got some tabs in the inside, but I have not really completed her. I did my first prayer yesterday. It's a long prayer. Trust me, you guys. When I tell you, I've said it before. Spiritual warfare is real, and yeah, I'm sick of it. Oh, I'm so sick of it that I had to humble myself in December, and I humbled myself for like 9 days in a row because I'm just sick. I'm sick of the enemy playing with me or my family. So I had to humble myself for 9 days in a row. Just say God is good, God is good, God is good, God is good. So enough of me rambling. How I'm going to move forward. So last year my word was vision, and this year I am like, the word that's come to me is spiritual discipline and grace. So those are my words for this year: spiritual discipline and grace. And spiritual discipline came to me because I felt like that was something that was being compromised a little bit last year. Like, I kept telling myself, oh, I'm going to wake up at, I have to be up at 6 in order to get my kids together for school. So I was telling myself, oh, I'm going to get up at 5. I'm going to, I'm going to do it. I got to do it. I got to start my day with the Lord. And I said it every day. And every day I didn't do it. So I got to discipline myself. It wasn't until probably mid-October when I started incorporating back into my life. Maybe October, September, roughly around that time, when I started incorporating weekly fasting. I've done them before, but it never was personally for me a weekly thing. And about September-ish, October-ish, I don't know, can't remember which one, I started incorporating that back in my life. So just to give you a general idea of the spiritual disciplines, it is prayer, service, public worship. I literally just really started going back to church in service. I was watching it online because of being comfortable being at home. So let me repeat that. I'm sorry. Prayer, service, public worship, meditation, or like what's the other word? Meditating on the word, or just solitude. Fasting, and Bible reading / studying. So Bible reading, I pretty much have gotten a good hand on it. But Bible studying has been a little slow. So those are the things I'm honing in this year. I'm just in general the spiritual discipline, because I feel like our time here is short. I feel like God is wanting his strong soldiers to prepare themselves effectively, and wanting discipleship, wanting his word to be spread, truth to be spread, because the lies are going rampant. So just spiritual discipline is where I'm at. I'm here for it. I'm telling as many people to read the word as possible. People probably get tired of me saying it, but like, for an example, I tell my boys to dive into the word every day. I've been, telling family members to dive in the word every day. So I'm working on it. And then my other word is grace. So, because baby, some people need some grace. I gotta display the grace. And then I got also these happy planners. This one is a faith-based one, and it says be strong. Be strong in the Lord. And then Ephesians 6:10 is where that came from. I've been going back and forth on whether I wanted a faith-related journal, like if I would actually use it, because a lot of times I get calendars and I may use them here and there, but I don't really use them. And then this one is just strictly a faith-related calendar. So I have been holding myself accountable when I read in the morning. I don't know if you can see it. It gives you a little section up here where you read, and then the observation section, and then the application section. So since I'm reading every morning, I've been making myself, just for spiritual, like just for discipline purposes, making myself write down what my thoughts were, my observation, my application, and what section of the Bible that I read. So Monday the 16th, I read Genesis chapter 1 through 3. Tuesday, I read Genesis the 17th, 4, 5, and 6. So holding myself accountable. And then I'm using the actual calendar portion for my faith-related content and what days I plan to pray for certain categories. Like, I do a general prayer, and I pray a general prayer every morning and night, basically. But like on Mondays, I'm going to focus on my spouse. On Tuesdays, I'm going to focus on my children. Wednesdays, I'm going to focus on parents, siblings, family in general. On Thursday, I'm going to focus on marriages. not just mine, but everybody's marriage that I know. So if I know you're married, I'm calling out names, calling out your marriages. That's what I'm going to do on that day. Fridays, I'm praying for salvation. Unbelievers, I know way too many unbelievers, and even like self-proclaimed atheists. So I know too many. I know too many people living in this world and they're comfortable. I know too many. So if I know, you know what I'm saying, I mean, it's just, that's my duty. I'm making it salvation, believers, going to be prayed on Friday. And I probably should move it to Saturday because that is the day that a lot of people do stuff that they, do secular stuff. But Friday is that day. And then Saturday is going to be prayer bonus with the gospel. And then Sunday, I'm praying over my pastor, my church, church family, content creators who do faith-related content here on YouTube and social media across the board, like Instagram too. So that's my little setup. So I'm praying that goes. That's consistent, and that I'm not just blowing smoke out of my my nostrils, because I'm not, like, God ain't playing with us. He's not playing with nobody no more. Like, he's ready. He's wanting his people to get in their posts, get their watchman posts, and do the job. You know what I'm saying? So I think I said everything. I'm gonna do my monthly devotionals, and I may, come on here and show you what I'm working on. So y'all already see that I'm working on what I'm working on for the rest of this month in February. And then I want to do follow-ups on those devotionals. So I'm praying for consistency here on YouTube. I have a hard time in the past, but we just gonna push through in this present time and future time. But pray for follow-ups and give you my thoughts on what I actually learned or what I took away from the studies. And hopefully that's it. For now. Well, right now that's it. Not hopefully that's it. Right now that's it. I hope you guys are diving in your word and reading it daily too, and you're helping others to dive in and read it daily too, and being a light for God. And thank you for watching my video, and I am hoping to see you guys pretty often from here on out. Stay blessed, guys.